For me, what's really important about this project is getting to give individuals agency in their historical narrative and to allow individuals to tell the story of World War II and the story of Linfield College in their own words.
I like this project because I've always been a fan of recording history, especially such important history. And these people, they're obviously getting older and older, and I think it's very important for us to record this before it's too late, before we lose that history and before we lose the stories of these people.
Today we are in Salem, Oregon, and we are very lucky to get to interview Thelma Klaus, who attended Linfield in the mid-1940s. The title of the project is World War II as Experience and Memory. It's a public history project seeking to interview members of the Linfield community who attended either during or immediately after the Second World War, and we're just seeking to preserve their memories on campus life, what the war was like, for future researchers and for future Linfield students to experience as well.
I think it's important to capture these stories because not everybody knows about these things. Some people obviously don't have as much knowledge on certain topics such as the Second World War or just things that happened on campus. And everybody always assumes that only the things that happened during the war were relevant, where the effects of the war on the people at home are also very important to record.
You know, I think it's so important that students know that history is not just this kind of discrete series of events that happened somewhere in the distant past, but it's something that continues to resonate, continues to shape the world in which we live in today. And one of the most powerful ways for students to realize that is by being involved in the collection of the pieces of evidence that we use to understand history. And one of the ways in which we do that is by interviewing historical actors.
It was a collaboration between the History Department, the Linfield Archives, and the Office of Institutional Advancement in order to produce a piece for the Linfield Magazine. So we got a contact list of individuals who attended Linfield during the time frame of 1940 to 49 about, and we contacted them, and if they displayed interest in being interviewed, then we set up interviews, and we conducted interviews both in person and via the telephone.
I think I've gained some valuable skills from both the interview process, just calling people, talking to them, scheduling things, organizing. I think they've all been very valuable for me as a history major.
For me, it's given me the opportunity to kind of refine my skills in public history, which is very important. It's allowed me to kind of market myself going into graduate school. I'm going to be attending the Free University of Berlin to do a master's in history starting this fall. And I hope to continue work in archival oral history while I'm in Germany, using my language skills as well as my skills on this project.
So I think it's really important for Linfield to know, who it is now as much as what it was in the 1940s, which is what we're exploring right now, the experience of Linfield students, now alums, in the course of the Second World War.
I've really enjoyed the opportunity to collaborate with different individuals in different departments and sections of Linfield. So we've worked not only with history professors Lisa Wadowitz and Rachel Schley, but we've also worked with other history students such as Alicia Harder and Mel Van Herk. And we've also got to work very closely with the archives, the director Rich Schmidt, and then Kiana Anderson has been editing all of our videos. So it's been a really cool joint project to get to work kind of interdepartmentally almost with the archives and to involve multiple people across campus in this wonderful ongoing project.